In the last lesson, we have learned how to import footages to our composition with different options. And now it's time to understand how to handle those footages. So here we have our character file which is made on Adobe Illustrator. After Effects will show its preview here with some other details like artwork dimension. And in the supporting folder, it will contain all Illustrator layers. We get same thing with a Photoshop file. Let's go to Epic Cover Composition and we have some layers here. Actually, these are not so huge that we get confused with it, but in larger projects, it becomes very difficult to handle them. In that case, these tips will be very useful. Like if you have to locate a layer in the project panel, just right click on that and click on Reveal Layer Source in Project, and it will locate that layer in the project panel. Now, if you want to know where this file is in your computer, just right click on it and choose Reveal in Explorer. It will locate that file on your computer. We can also locate this layer in the composition flowchart, although it's difficult to understand it at first glance, and also we have to use it a very few times. Let's get back to the composition again. Let me delete all these stuffs. Okay, I am going to import our character again. Leave this as footage and import it with merged layers. Drag it to the composition. Let's open our original character with Adobe Illustrator. Let's change its head color. Save it. Now come to the After Effects. What do you see? It has automatically updated the head color. This is another great feature of After Effects. You don't need to change it manually. Anytime you make a change in the original file, it will update it here. If anytime it's not updating it, or maybe you are working on the low version, just right click on the footage and reload it by clicking on the reload footage, and it will update it. Let me change head color again, so I'm going to undo it, save it, back to the After Effects, and it gets updated again. Now it's time to understand what if footage is missing or you want to use another footage with the same parameters. So let's make first some transformation on this footage. Press S key on the keyboard to open a scale parameter. Let's scale it up to 60%. Now press P key to open position parameter. Let's drag it to the left side. Add a keyframe here. Now move playhead to the 5 seconds and let's drag it to the right side. As we have seen previously, it will add a keyframe automatically. So we have made a small animation. Now let's say for some reasons we have to replace this footage with the other one. So if we import that, we have to make a new animation, and if our animation is complex, then it will be very time consuming. So After Effects provides us a great way to handle this. Just right click on the footage, go to Replace Footage and choose File. Now select the file with which you want to replace the existing footage. Say I want to use my small boxes file, so just import it. Look, our character footage is replaced by small boxes footage. And all parameters are still reserved, even our animation is still working same. But if we look on our project panel, we see that our character footage is completely gone. And it may create some problems because it is quite possible we have used that footage many times in our project. And if we replace that footage in this way, After Effects will replace that one with the new footage in whole project. And we may want to change it on some specific parts only. In that case, we can do it in other way. Let me undo it. First import the footage by which you want to replace the current one. Now select the footage on the timeline, press Alt on the keyboard and drag the new footage over the existing footage. And it will replace the footage with the same parameters but only one place. As you can see, we have both footages here. None is completely gone. So another great feature by After Effects. In next lesson, we will understand pre-composing layers.